ASMR, Gaming News, or AGN for short. I hope you're all having a great week. Please hit that like button and let's see if we can get this video to at least 20 likes. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. First off, Dragon Quest XI is coming out in 2017 for the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo 3DS. We received a new trailer for the game and some additional gameplay footage. The gameplay footage shows both versions of the game running. Dragon Quest fans are very happy at the moment. The characters in the trailer look great. The CG cutscenes look very nice, and the gameplay looks very interesting. It has the classic Dragon Quest feel and charm to the game. The 3DS version is different than the PlayStation 4 version. It offers a top-down traditional 2D style view like the classic NES and SNES era Dragon Quest games. This is a nice little feature for veterans of the Dragon Quest series that prefer playing this new RPG just like they played the older games, and for those that prefer better graphics and 3D character models. The PlayStation 4 version will look amazing in HD with rich, vibrant visuals and graphics. Nintendo this week gave out free new Nintendo 3DS XL handhelds to an entire flight of Southwest Airlines, along with a code to download Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. This is a part of a new marketing campaign that Nintendo of America recently decided to initiate. I'm sure that everyone on the flight was happy to receive a Nintendo 3DS and a game. I do wonder though if they received chargers, since the Nintendo 3DS XLs and most of the modern new 3DS line come without a charger in the box. So did Nintendo give them a charger, or would they have to buy one afterwards? Either way, it's a really nice thought, and I'm sure all those people were very surprised. A Legend of Zelda Hyrule Encyclopedia has been revealed to come out for the Legend of Zelda series 30th anniversary next year. It offers all sorts of cool information and details on the Zelda series. Fans, I think, are really gonna like this. It includes enemies and items all indexed in this encyclopedia, so you can easily search and find something from previous games or current games, and all sorts of information on obscure things related to the Zelda series. So far, the book is a Japan exclusive, but I'm pretty sure that the rest of the world is going to receive it as well. Zelda is a very, very big franchise for Nintendo, so they will most likely publish it in the West as well. Nintendo has broken a lot of records this past week. So let's quick mention some of these. As of this recording, Super Mario Run on the iOS store has been downloaded about 40 million times. So over 40 million downloads of this game that's just been out for a few days. It's ranked in the top place on the App Store in over 140 regions worldwide. Or countries, not regions. So that's amazing. I'm curious just how high the downloads are going to be in a month from now. I think the game has been a big success for Nintendo, and a lot of people are playing Super Mario Run on their phone now. Another Nintendo record this week was that it was revealed that the Nintendo 3DS has sold more units than the PlayStation 2 did in Japan. So, one of the best-selling consoles in Japanese history was the PlayStation 2. I believe the Famicom and a few other systems sold a lot as well. But the PlayStation 2 is now second place to the Nintendo 3DS handheld, which actually sold more units than the PlayStation 2 in Japan. So that's amazing. It's quite an achievement for Nintendo. It's a really big deal considering the Nintendo 3DS, when it first came out, wasn't doing very well in Japan and around the world. So for them to surpass the PlayStation 2 means that they really had a large success as the console's lifespan went on, or handheld's lifespan went on, since the 3DS is not a console but more of a handheld system. Atlus this week teased a new RPG project and gave out some brief details. They released some teaser artwork. They released some teaser artwork for the game, and the current code name for this game is Project Re-Fantasy, or RE Fantasy. It's a code name, of course. They probably will change the name as the development goes on. But developers from the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei series are working on this game. It seems like it's going to be a big game for Atlus. It'll probably come out for like the PlayStation 4, I assume. And fans have been speculating that this game might be secretly Shin Megami Tensei 5 for the PlayStation 4. But a lot of other people are quick to point out that this game is probably an entirely new RPG series. Either way, it's not going to come out anytime soon. And you should expect it to release sometime in the next few years, near the end of the PlayStation 4's life cycle, like other games like Death Stranding and games that are announced late into the PlayStation 4 console life usually mean that they're going to come out in 2019 and 2018, so it's still a ways off. Still looks like an interesting RPG though. Ys 8, the new entry in the action RPG series Ys, pronounced Ys, and it's spelled with a Y and an S. Japan on the PlayStation 4 on May 25th, with new improvements and features compared to the Vita version of the game, which came out this past July. The graphics on the PlayStation 4 version of Ys 8 look amazing. The game runs at a solid 60 FPS, and it looks like it's going to be a great action RPG. I really like the Ys series. I think they're very interesting and entertaining action RPGs. If you like the combat in Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy 15, I suggest you check out this RPG series because it's maybe less RPG hack and slashy like the Tales series, but features more like action gameplay mechanics like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15. So, really good game series, and I can't wait for the 8th game in the series to come out. Geek news this week. Well, not many movie trailers or geek news this week, but Blade Runner 2 or 2049, the sequel to the Blade Runner movie, had a teaser trailer released this week. Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies, and I don't know what to think about this new teaser trailer for this film. Harrison Ford is in the movie, and it's being directed by Ridley Scott. And Ryan Gosling will be playing the lead character. But I feel like I need to see more about the movie, a better trailer before I can make a judgment on the film. This teaser trailer felt like it was filmed in the same style and atmosphere as a lot of other modern generic sci-fi movies. The thing that made the original Blade Runner very unique was that it copied like cyberpunk books, and it managed to create a very unique cyberpunk atmosphere for the movie. And yes, I know that it was based on the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, but I don't know, I just feel like Blade Runner had a special style and look to it, and this new teaser trailer does not have that same signature style and feel to the movie. I feel like they should have gone with a retro filter style for this movie. Instead, it looks like, just another sci-fi movie. So I really hope in the next trailers and stuff we'll get to see more about it. And yeah, I'm probably going to see it though, of course, since I'm a fan of the series. So yeah. Gaming fact of the week. Frank Cifaldi. I believe this is the second time I've mentioned his name on my channel. But yeah, Frank Cifaldi, gaming historian and archivist, has uncovered and preserved the first original NES advertisement for the North American market. It took him about 5 years to find an original version of this advertisement. The ad for the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. It was still in a prototype version, but Nintendo decided to release an ad for it in this electronics catalog. This ad was placed in Consumer Electronics Catalog for the late 1984 edition of this catalog. And by the way, that 1984 was a great year for movies, so just thought I would throw that out there. But this catalog had a special advertisement in the middle of it for the NES prototype, currently called Advanced Video System. Frank Cifaldi waited 5 years to find this copy of Consumer Electronics Catalog, and he found it on sale on eBay for about $7. so he immediately snatched it up. It's a very nice piece of gaming history, and I'm very happy that there are people preserving this stuff, because I think it's important to archive the history of video games for future generations. As you can see in the pictures I put up here, the advanced video system, the prototype NES, looks very different than the actual model that released. It's curious that Nintendo, even early, 1984, was already trying to promote their products in North America. As we all know, the NES didn't come out for a few years later. So, yeah, this was like an early advertisement for the system. So, very interesting. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed this ASMR gaming news video. And be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this episode in the comments. And follow me on Twitter at ASMR Gaming News. If you have anything you want me to cover, feel free to tweet at me, and yeah, thanks for listening. Hope to see you all back next week.